Welcome to English and Chill. Today we're going to be talking about different speaking resources you can use to help improve your English skills. I know speaking can be really difficult. I grew up with a speech impediment, and even if you're not a foreign speaker, there's a lot of reasons you'll want to practice your English speaking. Perhaps you have an interview coming up or something and you're nervous, just want to get some practice in. Or maybe you just feel anxious or awkward, or maybe you have a neurodivergence or some sort of ability that you'd like to improve with your English speaking, or some muscles you want to exercise. So, even if you're a native speaker or if you're a foreign speaker and you're still learning English and practicing your fluency, this video is for you. All right. So we're going to look at some really helpful free and paid resources that will get you speaking English more regularly and give you some more opportunities to get that speaking practice in. I hear a lot of students say they just don't have any opportunity really to speak English. Even if they are living in an English speaking country, they often have a community of people who speak their native language. It's understandable to struggle with practice when speaking outside of your comfort zone drains your energy. Now, here are the resources that can help you with speaking practice. First of all, you can take an online course. There are a couple different options here. There are free courses that are pre-recorded. Let me show you one of them. Yeah. Oxford Online English. They do British and American English. They have all these different free lessons that they have on their website. There was another one. usalearns.org is a place where you can get free courses that are pre-recorded videos to help with your English practice, right? So they have all sorts of different options you can pick here. If you're trying to get your citizenship for the USA, they have some good resources for that. If you're looking for lessons that are more one-on-one, I recommend online learning because it's a lot more convenient for most people usually than going to a place. Of course, you can look up your local resources if you have a local library, or maybe continuing education is what they usually call it in a college or a university. They might have English courses there that might be free. It depends on where you live. Elsewise, you can look at tutors on some different platforms. So you might have access to tutoring platforms one-on-one through your workplace or your school. It's worth asking. I have had students that get their lessons paid for by military, by their workplace, by their university, things like that. So it's definitely worth asking, especially university programs typically have some sort of online tutoring platform. So make sure to look into that. But if all of that you've looked into, you still want to pay somebody to teach you English, great. I have taught for websites like Amazing Talker and Preply that allow you to shop for tutors that are native English speakers. There are others like Cambly with subscription plans. Or you could find someone who speaks your native language, if it's not English, and get tutoring from them, which might be helpful if you want more translations, depending on where you are. Paid lessons, free lessons, online learning, all great options. We're going to talk about some options that aren't like class or course based, aren't necessarily as educational, but more about casual speaking. So social media is a often overlooked resource when it comes to language learning. I'm talking English or any language. I use a lot of social media to help learn different languages. I'm trying to learn Japanese right now. It's not easy, but I found that social media helps me because a lot of it, the content I find on there, that is for language learning. So, for example, if I'm scrolling TikTok, right, or YouTube Shorts or Instagram Reels, the videos, they're trying to be a little bit more entertaining. They're trying to be short and kind of stick to the point, and they're often translating for me, which is really helpful from my native language to the language I'm trying to learn, English to Japanese. So, of course, the content on social media is helpful, but also the communities on social media are really helpful. There are Facebook groups, there are, people go on TikTok Live and invite others to join and practice speaking with them. However, one I don't think a lot of people know about is a platform called Discord. And Discord is a place where you can get into different groups and talk about different things and different interests. And they've got different channels, right? So one is English. It's just called English. It's the English Discord. It's for English, you know. And it is massive community of people who speak English and practice English in all different levels. So we have all sorts of different discussions. You can come on here and see all these people who have joined the community and what they want to say, what their story is, why they're learning English, things like that. If they're looking for somebody to practice with, all these things, right? So this is good for writing. In terms of speaking, these are all down here. You'll see beginner voice chat. These are all voice channels. So the voice channels, you'll see they have them sorted by different levels, right? So you have intermediate and advanced. You have VC Hangout, that means voice chat, VC, right? So these ones, everyone's hanging out on webcams, which is nice. You can just jump into any of these. It might sound a little intimidating or scary, but it's there. It's there for you to practice your English. That's what it's there for. That's what everyone else is there for. Nobody's going to judge you. And here they even have different topics. So if you want to talk about gaming, there's lots of people always in the voice chat for that if you're a gamer. There's somebody in here who's talking about hobbies live. There's different discussions and debates. There's other languages. There's a chess club, literature, right? There's all sorts of things. Music, karaoke. So people listening to English music, right? They have these one-on-one rooms just for two people. Another thing about Discord, everybody uses fake names usually. Very detached from like your official everyday life. You don't have to worry too much about embarrassing yourself, basically. It's a nice, kind, supportive community. There's moderators on here to make sure that things are going well, that people aren't acting inappropriately. So do it. Join Discord. If you like Facebook, join Facebook groups. Uh, try different things on social media. Just like search for English, get it in your algorithm, see what people have to offer, and see if you can use any of that to practice your speaking skills for free, right? And you never know, you might meet a friend. Lastly, in terms of speaking practice, you can always volunteer. So, volunteering, if you don't live in an English speaking country, this might be difficult for you. You might have to find remote or online opportunities if you even have the internet capabilities to perform that. So, if you are living in an English speaking country, though, volunteering is great because no matter what your uh, immigration status is, you can always volunteer, right? People always need volunteers, and it's a ability or gives you the opportunity to interact with people, lots of people at one time, learn some new skills, and also, just get to know new people as well. I know a lot of immigrants are looking for speaking practice and also trying to meet people in the country. So this is a great thing to do that would incorporate both. All right. So look up your local volunteering opportunities, see if there are any nonprofit, they call them, associations around you. If you're living in an English speaking country, if not, search for volunteering opportunities remotely if you can, right? And it'll give you a really great way to practice your English practically. And then lastly, you can always use the help of a robot. So you definitely need to watch my ChatGPT video if you have not yet. That will explain to you step by step how you can use ChatGPT to help you with your speaking. So I know a lot of people might know about ChatGPT for writing, but in my video, I explain how you can actually use it for speaking as well if you go through a couple of steps first. Okay, so definitely check that out if you haven't already. If you're looking for something else, I couldn't find very many good like speaking programs that were free. But this one is a mobile program. I highly recommend it for anyone trying to learn any new language because they have all of them, not just English. So there's several options you have for practicing your speaking, both free and paid resources. You can choose what you think is best for you, and I hope that this was helpful. If you liked this video, make sure to check out one of the others on my page. Bye!